Welcome back to our discussion on the confession of Swami Asimanand. Before we broke, we were talking about the political and international impact of his confession. Let's take a look at what the political parties were saying to each other right after its news broke. Take a look.
I have been saying this for a long time, but unfortunately, people have not been taking my observations seriously. The action of Mr. Indresh Kumar and the BJP is on the predicted lines.
The BJP clearly believes that terrorism has got no religion. There must be fair investigation. As we have said, there is no Muslim terrorism. It's only jihadi terrorism. Similarly, we condemn the use of expression Saffron Terror and Hindu Terror.
All such issues are taken up with the respective governments. We will certainly take up this with them.
All right, Mr. Yusufzai, let me come to you. So when you listen to the political discourse in India, do you see a reluctance on the part of the Sangh Parivar, the so-called Sangh Parivar, to accept what is going on with some of the extreme elements in their circle?
I think we feel that there is a denial on their part. They think that their people cannot do this. And they will be in denial, I think, because somehow it is against what they have been saying. The same actually is true here in Pakistan, Whenever there is an act of terrorism, they say it can't be done by a Muslim. It can't be a Pakistani. Who else is doing it? Majority of the terrorists in Pakistan are Pakistanis and Muslims. So I think that, extremists everywhere are in a state of denial.
Okay. Subramanian Swamy, you are a close observer of international affairs. If we do not act firmly and quickly against the Samjhauta blast, which was ultimately a diplomatic gesture of reconciliation between India and Pakistan, will that really sink our diplomatic standing in the world and our relationship with Pakistan?
Well, certainly we're going to affect our relations all over the world. Why? If this is a matter, supposing in fact it's not a conspiracy, supposing it's a fact that it is not a contrived incident. If it is in fact that some people have done it and they happen to be Hindus, naturally they have to be prosecuted. But I would like to know what really happened. That's why I have been demanding a white paper on when this project began, when did you first come to know, were there intelligence reports on this, did you wait from 2004 to 2006 for the UPA government, what was 2002 to 2004? Of course, the real question comes when there is a glib connection with the RSS. That's where the problem arises.
Absolutely. We must not jump to the conclusion that the RSS as an organization was involved.
There's another problem there. There's another problem is how easy it is after every bomb blast to pick up young innocent Muslim boys and incarcerate them for months and months and years on end.
Look, but the larger point is how reactive we've become as a nation. Yes. That basically whether it's young Muslim boys who are picked up or it's facile connections made to the RSS as an organization, there's a kind of hit and run journalism at work here where unsubstantiated, allegations are thrown at people and sadly they stick without due diligence done by the journalists or sometimes even by
people have
some of the state agencies.
Also. Ask them also.
We have a caller. We have a caller from Hyderabad. Anwar Wahid, go ahead. Ask your question quickly, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question for Mr. Pocha.
Yes, I am not here
to involve the Pakistani journalist in the internal affairs of India.
All right. Okay, that's because I'll answer you. Let's take one question at a time. He's here because 60 Pakistani citizens also died in the Samjhauta attack. What is your second question, sir?
My question with Mr. Swamy is, as the truth has come out that RSS is involved in this, now as you are the king of the scams, what efforts you are going to take for the release of the Muslim people who are caught up in these cases?
Okay, good question, sir. Dr. Swamy?
Well, first of all, I don't accept that the RSS is involved. This is a floating rumor that is going around. Let the government establish. This government is not an RSS government. It's a government which is hostile to RSS. let them establish so. I'm afraid the track record of this government on these matters is so weak that I would like them to bring out a white paper on this matter.
Very quickly, we're running out of time. What I want to ask all of you is, where do you see this going? Kamal Farooqi, I want to ask you, do you see a reaction from the Muslim community and then a cycle of violence?
No, I don't see it. Rather, I personally feel that if action is taken against any terrorist, whether it is Muslim or Hindu, it will enhance my reputation.
Okay. Professor Sinha, let me ask you this. If the RSS can just accept that it has a problem, it can actually win respect both in the country and internationally. What is stopping it from just embracing the fact that there may be some wild cards in the organization and dealing with them firmly?
No. These people whose name appears in the violent activity, they have nothing to do with the RSS. They are not the part of the mainstream.
But then why is the RSS seemingly protecting them?
So the question, no, RSS is not protecting. Who is protecting?
They're
RSS,
defending them
RSS
publicly.
Is it the police or is it the court?
No, you are
the investigating agency.
Because the government, a section of media is blaming RSS, so RSS has to protect itself. And second thing, one more thing.
Okay, let him finish.
No, kindly, one more thing. Government is afraid of anti-establishment movement like 1974 movement is offing, and the opposition unity is the headache for the government. So government wants to break the opposition unity by bringing the RSS in the midst of the controversy.
All right, we're really running short of time.
Left and right are
I do want to give Ijaz Ilmi a quick chance. Your last thought on this, Ijaz Ilmi.
Whether it's jihadi terror or Hindutva terror, you have to punish them with the same brush. You cannot exclude one from the other. Secondly, the poor boys who have been behind incarcerated, get them out and re-establish them.
Get the innocent now who are falsely accused, free them.
And let the RSS spend some money. If boys have been falsely implicated, let the RSS spend some money.
Rehabilitate them.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, Dr. Swamy, I give you the last word.
Well, I think that we should get to the bottom of this. I feel that the government has to bend backwards because it is suspect in this matter. And I think from my personal knowledge, I just can't find it very, very hard to believe that RSS is behind this.
All right. Well, we have to end on that note. Let's thank our guests for being with us. But tonight, India goes to bed with the uncomfortable reality that so-called saffron terror is basically rife across much of our society. Now, before we sign off, let's take a look at some of the thoughts you shared with us when we asked you about this phenomenon.
Confession of one single man does not make a difference to the relationship between two countries, because an act of terrorism is an act of a terrorist who knows no religion.
You have to raise a voice against this Hindu terrorism, because India is a secular country and every religion and everyone has a place in it.
से भारत पे कोई असर नहीं पड़ेगा, ना ही पाकिस्तान पर असर कोई पड़ना चाहिए। भारत का अंदरूनी मामला है, जो भी भारत करेगा वो अपने हिसाब से करेगा।
कोई हिंदू आतंकवाद है ही नहीं, ना होगा, ना रहेगा। हिंदू कोई आतंकवाद नहीं है।